still making my coffee, so I'm gonna make some noise. I'm sorry, but it's a matter of survival. I'm sure you'll understand that. It won't be too long. Just a little bit noisy, and the mic is right next to the coffee machine. Good morning, Prof. Good, very, very early morning, right? Okay, we have the picture, I think we're good to go. So the plan for today is the same thing as last week and the week before, and hopefully many weeks to come. And the green screen is being a little funny. I'm gonna try to multitask, talk to you and fix the green screen again. So we are gonna be looking at a bunch of mods. Here they are. Not that many this week, I must say. Let's see if I go there. I'm not green and I'm not too ghosty. How you doing, Prof? What time is it for you? 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, something along those lines? Up. Come to me, sweet, sweet cappuccino. Okay, now the day can officially start. So we don't have many mods this week, and a couple of them are texture mods, so they're a lot faster to check out. I am going to have a look at Glow in the Dark. This is Melchior's Dark glowing window mod, simply because it's a mod that I installed for. Wow. I'm gonna check out yours first. Okay, I'm gonna try to be quick with the review of them, and then try yours first. So Glow in the Dark, it's a mod that I actually installed about a week ago because we had a beta version on the Discord. So there, I want to show you that one. Sorry, what is special about this mod? It is one of those magic mods. With the powerful. I call it magical, but powerful, I guess, works. So we're going to have a look. Then we have Better Clothes Watercolored, which I actually already installed in my permadeath mod, and it looks alright, but I'll show you. And to be able to showcase that to you, I did install the Better Clothes, and I also installed Morrowind Watercolored. That way, we'll get the whole picture. Even though Morrowind Watercolored is not a new mod, it's a mod that had gazillion of endorsement. I mean, for Morrowind, 500 endorsement is a lot. No rush, you have a couple of hours until you have to get ready for work. Okay, good. Then we'll sip that coffee and we'll have a look at these mods. So this one, I have installed it as well, just so that our game looks coherent. Let me move the mic a little bit. There, good. We have a Tamriel Rebuild mod that, the title says it all, renames the Grey Shadows to Strangled Fen. I don't have Tamriel Rebuilt, so there. I think it pretty much does what it says on the 10. And there we are. Dimensional Containers by Prof Armitage, not Pro Farm. We know that. Prof Armitage. And here's the description. Hidden across Vardenfell are 4 magical portable containers that can hold far more than their size suggests and never increase in weight. So essentially they're like heavy bags of holding. The small chest is 15 pounds but can hold 250 pounds. Yeah, that's quite a lot. The sack, various dungeon. They can be picked up and carried in the inventory. They're fairly heavy. They contain a lot more. When you activate the container, you have the choice between opening it or picking it up. I think that's what I saw right there. Prof, for the sake of not exploring the whole of Vardenfell, which of the dungeons where you place the container is the easiest? Because I'll go there. I'll look for it in the dungeon, but I don't want to randomly go, you know, to every dungeon and look for the container. You admit you copied the statistics directly from the 3rd edition of D&D, and why not? I mean, you know, the advantage of getting inspiration from a system such as D&D is that, you know, it's balanced, or it ought to be. For my shaman mod, for the power of the enchantments on the dolls, I just went by the value of the souls. And maybe, you know, the value of the soul is not exactly proportional to the power of the creature, but I figure if Bethesda figured that that was a good match, I'm gonna go along with that. Same thing with the power of the spells. When I make spells, I use the auto-calculate as a reference, and then I tweak it a little bit. The tomb south of Balmora, on the way to the Miner's Cave. Okay, we'll try to go there and survive. I mean, I'll go in God mode if I have to. And what's the word on the possible extension for your Thieves Guild Regain Trust? Is that something you're still considering? Or even maybe working on? Because that would be quite nice. I would definitely add that to my mod list. There's a tomb, a cave, a Daedric ruin, and a Dwemer stronghold. 2 are underwater, and all 4 are tucked into corners where they might be missed. Right, I'll go in the tomb. I'll try my darnest. But I'm so bad at looking for things. Like last week, I think it was last week, with Skink, he must have spent 15 minutes trying to guide me to that ebony sword, and yeah, that was very, very long. You're still planning it, but you haven't started. All right, well, looking forward to that. Moving on, we have Contraband, Morrowind, Skooma, and Ebony, and this is something I'm quite looking forward to. This is a mod by Phil Nee, and here's the description. Let's go for the long one. The mod makes Skooma more of a smuggling item, as both Eat and Moonsugar can now be sold to criminals everywhere. Now, before you could only sell them to Khajiit. Now you can also sell them to the Kamonotong, the Thieves Guild, and still the Khajiits. And that makes more sense, really. I like that. If it works as described, I would definitely add that to my permadeath. Ebony cannot be sold to any vendor without an Imperial Charter, which can be acquired from Comtunian Ponius in Ebonheart. You must get his disposition to 90 or be a member of the Imperial Legion, Imperial Cult, or House Lalu. That's not a... I mean, the disposition 90 feels a little steep, but it's quite easy to join any of those factions. It also has a fee of 1,000 drakes. That's quite an investment, really. You pay 1,000 drakes, and then you have to get the ebony somewhere. On the plus, I'm quite curious how that's implemented. Is it that if you don't have the charter, you get the service refusal from traders if you have ebony? Which is so annoying when you have to, you know, drop things and then talk to the trader again. Ebony may be illicitly sold without a charter to any member of House Lalu, the Kamonotong, or the Thieves Guild. Yes, House Lalu will have no problem buying ebony illegally from you. Alright, now this one is very different. We have a Morrowind checklist with all the quests. I've already opened it. I will mention that the file is an not ODT. What was the extension? But it goes with LibreOffice. Let me find that. Where are you? There we go. The file is an ODS. I am not sure that Office will open it. Maybe it does. And this is a really large compilation of all the quests. This must have taken quite a while to compile, honestly. We have the type of quest, so miscellaneous, House Lalu, Thieves Guild, Fighters Guild, you know, the factions or none. The name of the quest, where you do the quest, where you start the quest, which is quite useful, and the name of the person who gives you the quest. If there are any prerequisite, it's there. I mean, I'm quite impressed with the time it must have taken just to compile all of that. I wouldn't have minded to have here the journal ID, you know, the journal, you know what I mean, where it goes MG something blah 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 blah. As a modder, that would be quite useful as well, but I mean, considering the amount of work that has been done already there, I just cannot complain. Oh my goodness, I'm getting zombie eyes again, aren't I? It's because my screen is so white. Don't look at my eyes. So this document, if you're looking to do a completionist run of Morrowind, which by the way is insane, but if you're looking to do it, that's a great, you know, a great roadmap for you. And definitely a lot of time spent doing that. We then have another mod by Articus, who's been doing quite a lot of work on textures and meshes as well. A couple of weeks ago, I'm just going to take them off. That's what I'm going to do. A couple of weeks ago, we had a look at his bushes and ivy, and they were really, really, really pretty. He did also the gold canet, possibly the comberry, I don't remember. And they were very, very pretty retextures or new meshes. I was a bit worried about the clipping, but they're really, really well done. And the textures, well, I've already installed it, so we'll have to go in the game and see what they look like. They are quite likely to really stand out because we have watercolored Morrowind, and then we're gonna have that 2K texture. But you know, we're testing the mod, so that's fine. But very, very active Articus this past few weeks. Then we have a mod by Grandmaster of Flowers. That's such a lovely name. We have no miscellaneous or minor skill progression. So here's what it says. Do you find yourself picking the same major and minor skills every playthrough? Not really. Then this mod is for you. This mod makes it so miscellaneous and minor skills do not level up through use. This means that your character can no longer be good at everything and must specialize. So if we're gonna use the little picture there. So if I am a witch hunter, when I use conjuration, that increases normally and that allows me to level up as well. However, my unarmed skill is always going to be what it was at the very beginning. I'm trying to imagine the game, and that would definitely make a more challenging game, one that would actually force you to really specialize in those skills. I mean, from my experience, what I do is when I create a custom class, I would always throw acrobatics and athletics just to have skills that are not fighting skills. So I choose one way to fight and then I stick to it. I think for permadeath that would be very, very hard, especially if I have random skills like my last character. But that looks quite interesting. I like it. I like the idea of it. It's already installed, so we'll give it a try. We'll practice skills, we'll buy training, and we'll see how it goes. Prof, you're saying old school D&D reference, back when each level of every class had its own title. A Grandmaster of Flower was the highest level you could ever achieve as a monk. I had no idea. Well, I like the name even more if it's a D&D reference. Nice. So we're gonna have a look at that. Then we have more challenging encumbrance. Now there's loads of mods, and I've been using them. Loads of mods that allow you to carry more. This one is for people who want a challenge. It's going to reduce how much you can carry. I think There we go. It said somewhere that the maximum, here we go. The maximum encumbrance, we're up there, would be of 300 to 400. That's when your strength is at 100. So normally the maximum, right? I mean, I know you can uncap it, but with your strength with your encumbrance at 400 at the end of the game, right? That's when you've already leveled up. Say you want to wear a Daedric armor. That's it. You can carry your armor, your weapon. That's it. So that would definitely make the game more challenging. I'm not sure I can see myself using it. And we're gonna have a look at. That's also Grandmaster of Flower. So Grandmaster of Flower really likes to make things challenging for us, doesn't it? That's the one we looked at, more challenging. And he made a no resting mod where you cannot rest without a bed. You can still wait. Alright, so that's for people who don't want to use a necessity mod like Necessities of Morrowind or Bare Necessities of Morrowind, but still feel that resting and healing up when you're standing in the middle of a storm is not very realistic. A nice little collection of mods to make the game more challenging. We then have Reforge the Bipolar Blade. Adds a mini quest that has you find a mirror copy of the Bipolar Blade so that you can reforge them both into proper swords with proper enchantments. The enchantment was done and you wouldn't use it, so I don't know. So now there is a light Bipolar Blade and a dark Bipolar Blade. I'm thinking it's gonna be too long to get the item, so I'm gonna put those in Seidanin. I'm gonna make a quick mod to put those in Seidanin so we can have a look. Like in my less used Australian artifact mod. Well, let's have a look at your other mods. Grassid. I remember that name. We did look at mods recently. Oh, 33 user files. My goodness. Quite a few Morrowind mods as well. Alright, that's the new one. That's the one. Alright, okay, that's why I remember the name. We tested that one, and that was quite nice, actually. We did test that one, and I like the fact that even if you got your hand on the item, if you haven't done the quest, then you can't, use the item. That's good. This one, skip Clockwork City quest plus new rewards. We didn't actually test it because to test it would have to go through the tribunal quest and all that. Fang, another replacer. One-handed adamantium axe. A new ring. So clearly a lot of things with items and enchantments. More adamantium war. Smaller weight window. Why not? Improved armor rating for medium armor. That's quite useful. Corpus Fix. Gives you the disease resisting effect of Corpus as soon as you catch it from Dagoth Darius. Interesting. I never realized that when you get infected with the disease, you don't have resist disease. Okay, that's the one he was referring to. Okay, so lots of little mods. Next up, a mod by Arthur100. Lycanthropy Revived. Hello my wolfy bros, I am introducing you a mod which will make you get infected with lycanthropy again. Even after you cure it, please note that this mode requires some of Saber Girls, I believe, mods, which I have included in the RAR file. Okay, have fun my hounds. Alright, this is just me being me, I guess. I'm not even a grammar freak, but I don't know. Okay, the description is not the most beautiful one, but fine, let's move on. Then Saber Girl's mod. True, she did quite a few mods for the werewolf, and they are included. There. This is it. So we have this one. This mod allows you to become a werewolf even after you've been cured, but you have to have this other vampire werewolf, yes, that allows you to be both. I'm not sure it's okay to include someone else's mod. I mean, I haven't looked at the readme of Saber Girl's mod, and maybe she says just package it with your mod if you want to. Alright, we'll test the mod and see if it works. I have to... My goodness, I'm gonna have to read that. Hello, a cat with a cigarette. Nice to see you. And thank you for the follow. I saw you followed offline yesterday. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad I caught you too. Thank you personally. Alright, to test this mod, instruction. To use this mod in game, open the console with the tilde key. Okay. Then simply just use this command. I don't know, I feel the mod is done a little too quickly. Like, I would take the time to have a nice description. I would take the time to give proper credit to Saber Girl. And I would definitely place an item in game that, you know, when you activate it, does those things. Which is not an awful lot of work. But, you know, not everybody wants to use the console. Some people don't even have the console activated. Miss Faye sent me a link where, because she knows I like Morrowind, and you like my YouTube. All right, brilliant. Well, I'm really glad, and thank you to Miss Faye as well. Yeah, that it feels unfinished. Word check script. Script with no, not a capital. It wouldn't be so hard to create a ring to become infected, ring to cure lycanthropy, and I'm sure there's a few of them that already. I'm sure there's already mods that do that. I would definitely create an item. Definitely. Okay, we go with that. To cure normal werewolf. Player add item. Scroll lycanthropy cure 1. Then open up your inventory and search for the scroll. Like, really? How about you place the scroll in a cave in Soulstime, for example, to make the game a little more, you know, to make the mod a little more immersive. Really. To choose your werewolf clan, you need to add the spell. Change at will. Yeah, definitely I would recommend putting items. So we're gonna have the script to start. The scroll is a vanilla item that spawns during the cure quest. So we could already put it there. And thank you so much for the follow, Cog Whistle. Welcome to the stream where I am thinking, basically I look at the mods and I think, oh, but that's what I would do, which is not necessarily better. The mod sounds a little rough around the edges, right? Definitely. But okay, we're not going to try to cure ourselves, so we're going to try the spell to enter the wolf clan. So we're going to go start script. And the script is what? SG word check. And then we add the spell. Player add spell. Werewolf, and it's all without underscore, so we really need the quotation marks. Werewolf. Blood red with capital letters. Instead of red, you can replace it with black, gold, arctic if you want, and then okay, we'll keep red. We'll be a red werewolf. And change at will. We're not gonna do that. Okay. And Saber, it's Saber Girl. Like really, if you're gonna give credit properly. Rough around the edges, Kat, you definitely have that right. Okay, then we have a mod by Syrian Warlord, who's been also very active this summer. He's given us, let me show you. He's given us quite a few mods. They've been reworked and improved. We tested last week Guard Diversity, and I say it's been updated. I believe the faces of the Imperial Guards have been randomized as well. Class is expanded, we looked at it as well, and if you don't want to think of new classes, this one was a good mod to go. And the Warden is a new class on its own. I'm fairly certain it's included in that one. But let's have a look at Vardenfell Bandits. Vardenfell Bandits utilizes various regional creature level lists and to spread bandits across all of Vardenfell. The bandits were designed in multiple levels, with more experienced bandits having a chance to spawn with a higher level. And here is the lowdown, so they go from level 1 to level 30. Fair enough. That's something, yes, there is a different armor. I believe that's the one we see here. Prof, you're saying it's hidden in a certain cave that my fight, yes, I remember you told me that my fighter that became a werewolf, that became that was forced to exile in Blood Moon, chose the cave as a home. That is actually the one where you get to heal, which is pretty funny. So that's the modified iron armor. I quite like. No, I can't zoom in. I quite like the helmet. I like the extra bits of clothing actually in the armor. So this is an armor by Melchior Dark, but it's been modified again. And there is a light version available, which is just a standalone, doesn't edit any cells or add new item. So not add new item, I get it. Edit cells, I'm quite curious to see how the cells were edited. So I need to check in the CS. We need to give ourselves the bipolar blade so we can check it out. And I want to check the cells that are edited by bandits. I'm guessing it means that bandits have been added, extra bandits have been added, extra spawn points for them. Finally, we have a mod by Master Jinroku, who's also been very, very active. Most of his mods are really geared towards a multiplayer Morrowind. Adds an enchanter to the hyphen in Vivek City. Okay, it feels like a rather simple mod, but it's there. Let me show you what else Master Jinroku has done. So I'm guessing they are playing multiplayer and went, oh, we need an enchanter. So here is one. So yes, you see that's mostly for the server. Also that is for the server, adds a new currency. Oh, this one was quite good actually. And there's an update, I should check it out. These two work together. So if you're playing multiplayer, then you might want to check those mods. There's quite a few going on. And I believe this is it. We have reviewed the mods. Now, up before we can play them, we need to have a look. The encumbrance from a Grandmaster of Flowers. Now, Rymash shows that it's orange, which is not a big deal. It just means that the headers, like basically the versions of Morrowind, Tribunal and Blood Moon, need to be updated. And Rymash does that like that. And I believe when I run the fixit command with TS3 command, it also updates the headers. So that's good. Next up, which is usually the more painful step, we are going to go with fixit. This I've shown it a few times, but it's just so good. To clean your mods, TES3 command is possibly the easiest to use, honestly. It is a bit complicated because you would have to have a command prompt and you would have to go, go all the way. And I got the white eyes again. You would have to go CD, go to your data file, to run the file and then execute the commands. But if you create a little bat file, just that. Then all you have to do is execute your bat, and it works without having to, you know, have your command window da-di-da-da-da-da. All right, so what do we have? Ooh la la, we have to clean a few things. All right, werewolf. So Saber Girl's werewolf clan had to be cleaned. Then again, these have to be cleaned. These are the older mods, so not the ones we're testing today. Lycanthropy Revive itself is cleaned. I'm not sure what the mod does. I'm gonna have a look in the CS, honestly. Vardelfell Bandits, we still need cleaning. Though, yeah, we do have a junk cell. Again, those redundant MB weight and MB lights. TS3 command is the only cleaner, I mean program that cleans, that picks those up. But a junk cell, just one little junk cell and 5 dirty references. Then this is basically clean. This is basically clean. Contraband, we have dirty reference and contraband, so quite a few that need to be cleaned. Let me take some notes. So we have no miscellaneous skills that needs to be clean. Profits all squeaky clean, congratulations. Contraband needs to be cleaned. That's good, that's good. That's alright. Bandits. Just a little extra bit of cleaning. But we don't have the GMSTs, which is usually, you know, it's the biggest problem you can have, because it actually breaks your game. Whereas duplicate object probably won't break your game unless you have a mod that mods those objects, and then that's a problem. And the rest was good. Okay, everything is clean. Well, everything has been cleaned. Let me just get rid of the dirty ones. Chup. And we'll just hide them away. This one was dirty as well. Good. I wanted to have a look in the construction set and see what's happening with a couple of mods. There we go. And you know what? I made myself coffee and now not even drinking it. I cleaned mine using the instructions from one of your tutorials, so if it was dirty, it would be my fault. Whew! That was a close shave then. Yeah, obviously I can't be professing one thing and then introducing errors. That would be, I mean, that happens, you know. Even teachers can be wrong sometimes. Super rare, super rare. All right, I wanted to have a look at. We definitely need Reforged Bipolar Blade because I want to put it in Satanine so we can check it out without doing the quest. Vardenfell Bandits, we're not going to look at it with that actually. We're going to have a look at it with the Morrowind Enchanted Editor. I'm curious to see what has been done or what cells have been modified. We're going to Morrowind Test. Okay, unfortunately expanding that is not going to allow you to see better what's happening. 8 cells have been modified. A tomb, where an iron helmet and pauldron has been added. Alright, I see. So the cells that have been modified, it doesn't seem like they are big modification. The only what it means is the variations of armor have been placed in 8 different cells in the game. So even if you have a mod that expands the caves, I don't think, or even if you have a Morrowind Rebirth, for example, I don't think it should conflict. That's all I wanted to check, like how it modifies them. Okay, here it adds a bandit. So either adds the NPC or adds the custom armor from the mod. All right, so we don't need to do that. Lycanthropy Revive, I want to see what you're about. I'm gonna make that active and see what it does. Scripts, I'm assuming it adds a script. Zombie eyes, oh my goodness. Okay, that's also gonna take forever. So the fastest way to find out what a mod does is really to go with the Enchanted Editor. Open in my Morrowind test data file, and we want to check out Lycanthropy Revived. Lycanthropy Revived, yeah, no, maximizing is not going to do anything for you anyway. Adds 3 books. No, it doesn't add. Modifies. We have 3 books with a script, attached to them. So okay, 3 scripts and 3 books. I'm not sure which one are vanilla. Vampire eyes? They can't be seen on camera. That's what's happening. Yes. I could try to tweak the green screen, but honestly that's not even very important. Okay, so what this mod does is add and or modify scrolls that cure or add vampirism. Fine. Let's remove that. And I'm going to create a mod to put the bipolar blade. Yes, I know I have no active mod. I'm making a new one. A new one where we go to Seidanin, we go to the Census and Excise office. We find the captain, we put the lights on. We make this a little bigger so we can see what we're doing. And we're gonna add the 2 pieces. Why don't you want to get bigger? Don't break. There we go. We want to add the 2 pieces of the weapon and the final one. Hopefully it's going to be easy to find. I'm looking for a little star in that column that will indicate that the object has been modified. Without glasses and without eyes, apparently. Oh my goodness. The glasses really make no difference. I'm going to keep them on so I can see what I'm doing. That's a bit better. Ah, stupid me. Bipolar blade is not... It's not my active mod, so obviously there would be no stars. So let's go... It's called bipolar blade? Or bipolar? I'm not sure about the pronunciation even. No. So that's the original one. It looks pretty cool. And how am I going to find the pieces? Because it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. This is my usual Seidanin cheat. Being useless is the point. It gives you something to donate to the museum for the main quest that you don't want to keep. Yes, because when you have to give your boots of the apostle, that is heartbreaking. And what was the... And my ring of the wind. I only had 2 items and I didn't want to give them away. But the thing is, the look of it is pretty cool. So it's a shame to have a cool looking sword that does nothing. Alright, I just quickly saved that. I'm going to make you active so I can see what you are. Yes, I did make some changes and I want to keep them. Thank you. Weapon. Of course, it was the last one. There we go. Bipolar blade, black, gold. I think it's alright to go to Seidanin again. Obviously, right now I'm editing the original mod, so that's definitely not something you want to do. So that's the Bipolar blade. The dark one. And the gold one. Well, already from the construction set, we can see it's pretty cool. So we have the dark one, the gold one, and this one. This one is the Vivek blade. It's the Vivek blade. It has to be cool, don't you think? The enchantment here is not modified, which makes sense because the mod author has another mod that changes the enchantment. So, okay. Enough of that. Let's go and have a look in game. I'm going to disable the... Whoops. There, I got eyes. Finally. And we can finally launch the game. I'm not sure if I put windowed borderless. We'll see. By the way, do you see anything different? Is there anything here that stands out? It's not really a new mod, but it's so exciting. You see that? Courtesy of Null Cascade, and for now there's only 2 mods. If you are using the new Morrowind script extender mods, you are probably in love with them. And you know that in your data file, MWLC folder, you had a bunch of configuration files, some JSON files that you can edit. Hey Merlord, good morning. You have been cured of vampirism, have you? Have I? Have we? Where was I? Where was I? Yes, so you can go in your data file, Morrowind script extender, find the JSON file for configuration that would allow you to, for example, choose which module you wanted to use, and now you don't even have to do that. You can control those in-game. Isn't that spanking cool? Oh, my eyes. Yes, sorry, my lord. I had forgotten I was a vampire. Yes, I'm cured. It's just a white screen, apparently. So this, super exciting. Looking forward to having a long list of mods. Merlord, wink wink. Now that I have eyes, I can do it. Isn't that exciting? It's very, very exciting. Alright, but let's get into the game itself. I didn't make notes of the places I needed to go to. You've just added a config option for your new backstabbing mod? You're making a backstabbing mod?
What's your name?
Past what? Past a -1 state scrap. Script started. What mod is doing that? I have a nagging suspicion it's like Lycanthropy that's doing that. And just to make sure, I'm going to disable it and start again. By the way, I need my Seidanin cheat so we can see the blade. Let's try that again. Backstabbing mod. Yay! That sounds interesting. So what are the options? What are the options in your backstabbing mod?
Stand up.
It's not lycanthropy.
You were dreaming. What's your name?
Shame on me for blaming lycanthropy. and I keep forgetting to add it. But let's go and grab the mod real quick. I guess I need to learn anyway. I barely know any regular... I'm not even going to try, to be perfectly honest. That's what I want. Just two options right now. Show a backstab message or not. I want the message. I want the message. I want it to say... Seriously? You can't find... Oh, bummer. It looks like modding history is down again. Yep. That's not what I want. I mean, these are good mods, all of them, but that's not what I want. Fine. We'll go through the tutorial. So which mod? I'm guessing it could be Werewolf Clan. I've never seen that message and I've never played that mod. So maybe it's a Werewolf Clan that's giving me that. Alright, let's go into it. And the first thing we want to do is go to Balmora, find the tomb and find the container there. Or try to.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming.
I was.
What's your name?
What, you don't recognize me? I am Tester. I'm here every week.
Not even last night's storm could wake you.
I wish there was a storm last night. It's so hot.
I'm sure they'll let us go.
Silver lining, we get to race the guard.
Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
Okay, gotcha. So easy. I wonder how I can mess this up every once in a while. I'm guessing you can only do it while hidden. Would be funny to do it mid-combat. I mean...
You finally arrived.
Hello, Wizard Zombie. Good morning. Welcome. Let's try to be something reasonably clever with the good and long blade, but please not the yeah.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
And the message past the -1 state crap script started doesn't stop. That would be a problem for me. We definitely don't want that to happen all the time.
Yes,
We're gonna have to find out which mod does
you'll
that.
have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the
choices.
choice is yours.
My choice. I think we'll go for warrior. I should be good with long blade. That's why I took the Imperial.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain
How are you doing,
sign.
Whistle Zombie?
And what would that be?
That would be... we're gonna go, so we're gonna try to be a little sturdy. And do that.
Interesting.
So
Now,
interesting.
before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Brilliant.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit this place.
And he sounds so joyful when he says that.
Building and talk to Sulla Scribes.
I will. Pretty good as well. It's still very early. I mean, it's almost 10. Okay, but it's still early in the day. And yes, I always give the ring to Fargoth. I've never been able to be evil enough to not give him the ring. Whoa! Yeah. I don't know what this script is doing, but it keeps on passing the -1 state crap and it keeps on restarting. Let's have a look at those blades outside. Yes, about that. So bad. We're gonna have to ID this mod. Goodbye. How long you play Morrowind? When I started shortly after the game was released. I don't want to say immediately, because I don't remember, but quite soon. Alright, we are outside, and by the way, we have Morrowind watercolored, which really shows when we get, you know, up close. But we want to check out the clothes. The clothes are now watercolored.
What is this about?
And yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed. Why the sad face?
Speak freely, friend.
Cat with a cigarette. So that's the watercolored, which gives you a vanilla look, even blurrier than vanilla, but stylish.
You want something, friend?
Okay. This is the golden... No, buddy, move. Thank you. This is the golden bipolar blade. This is the dark one. And this is the reforged one. Bearing in mind that I saw a sad face on the wall texture. Oh, really? It's like you can see objects in the clouds and in the walls as well. Why not? Why not? I was gonna say yes. Bear in mind that the bipolar blade reforged has a quest, so I like that.
Quickly, Outlander, or go away.
You go away. Honestly, I didn't ask. I was minding my own business, checking out my blade. The enchantments. And it's horrible to look at the enchantments, I believe, because every frame I'm getting this message. And that's just not right. Did you notice how quickly I exit the game? I'm gonna try... I don't know, I'm guessing this one might be the culprit. Because it's the mod I've never tried. That's the idea. Yeah, but without it I can't test lycanthropy revived. Let's go without those two. And we'll see if we get the message right away. We do get the message right away.
There you go.
This is not the culprit. My bad. It's not werewolf clans. Is it werewolf realism change at will patch? I mean, I can't see why that would do anything with the startup scripts. Mine didn't do anything. Minor. Huh. I'm sorry, this is the boring part of modding where a mod does something and you don't know which one. So you keep on trying.
I'm a god.
Hey, good morning, Skink.
Kill a god.
You cannot kill a god. This is not it.
There you go.
Obviously, the better way... Hey, Dan. School holidays now? Daily streams? No, not quite. I mean, it is I'm trying to stream more often, but it's because I have enough freedom with my timetable, so I put Monday morning plenty of lessons to teach, Tuesday afternoon plenty of lessons to teach, so that I can enjoy streaming at different times. This is not the mod that... Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, I'm losing my train of thoughts. When there's a mod that does something, but you don't know which one, depending on how many mods you have, you can go, okay, let's try loading without this one, and let's try loading without this one, which can be very, very, very tedious. Skink, it's good now after work and shopping. Good, so now you get to relax. What you want to do is disable about half of them, you know, and every time work with half of them. It's the scientific method. I don't know. But in that case, I don't have that many mod, and I was really quite sure I could pick the one that had the problem. So I don't think that's you, definitely not you, definitely not you. It's not you. No, I doubt it. This one's got nothing to do with character creation. It has to be maybe that one. We'll find the culprit, because clearly the game is not playable when you have a message that just keeps on happening. Makes the dialogues unreadable, slow down the game because it's happening every frame as well.
Stand up.
Gotcha.
There you go.
It's the werewolf at will.
What's your name?
My name, I told you my name already. So this is the one. Change at will. That does something weird. And I'm guessing that I might not be able to test this mod without that mod. We'll see. Oh crap. I'm so sorry, guys. I have vampire eyes again. And I was not even showing you what I'm doing. I want to go in my modding folder, because in there I should have too many things, clearly. No. I'm looking for my quick Guardian mod, but apparently it's not here either. Never mind, we found the culprit. Let's go for it. Yes, that's it. I'm Storm. I mean, Storm kicks ass, doesn't she? I kind of like her. So, Skink, you're requesting 2 weeks of rain. Yeah, you know what I'm requesting? No insects. Bloody hell, I'm like an open buffet for mosquitoes. I've counted a dozen bites on my body.
There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
Come to say hi. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you. There.
Well,
that's when I get tired of restarting the game. Have a great day, Dan, and hope to see you soon.
Sure.
Do let me know when you start streaming again, okay?
Quiet. Here comes the car.
Have a nice day.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
I am so ready. Kiss for Outl 2. You know what? I'll do that. Crap. I'll do that. How did you get those? You actually had rain over there this year? In London? Yeah, I don't know. We don't even have, you know, bodies of water. But and one actually bit me on the cheek, and I'm really hoping it's not going to inflate like the one in my arm. But anyway. I know it's not necessary really, but I can't stand being super ugly. I can do with a little ugly.
I'm sure you'll fit right.
But then again, our new character in permadeath, Sir Cuddlehunk. I mean, I'm not sure I'll be so sorry the day he dies. Let's be honest. By the way, I was able to start Lycanthropy Revived, so that's good. We had a lot of snow and then a lot of sun and not much between.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before.
I mean, I'm sorry, Socusius. I was like standing one step away from him and he was like ready to give me his speech. But he couldn't start giving me the speech until I took an extra step towards him.
Very good.
Very good.
The letter that preceded, you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be?
You know, the sign.
Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
It's all good. All good. Perfect. We'll even be decent with a sword. Sorry, I'm going too fast.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celis Gardens.
We will, we will. Not. Yes, we will. I mean, I have the angry imperial lady face. Ooh. And that forehead. Frenzy humanoid and calm humanoid. Yeah, I see what you mean by useless. And these? Frenzy humanoid and calm humanoid makes perfect sense. Ayla in Skyrim is very assertive about giving you her speech. She will chase you if you don't stay. Yes. Fortunately, he's not so. 621, 561, 561. Alright, I'm gonna go with the cool looking one. We've already had a look at them. Even if the enchantment is indeed very useless, we still get to do a lot of damage. Thank you. Alright, we have a bit of money. Enough to take us to Caldera. Prof, we're gonna go straight to the tomb. Hopefully I'm thinking of the right one. And we'll be looking for a container. And hopefully there's enough loot, rubbish thing in the tomb that we can load up. Yep, Balmora, south of Balmora.
Why walk when you can run?
Ouch! Ooh, that was painful. I mean, it is a cool looking blade. I'd see why, crunch indeed. I see why having a better enchantment. The mods we're checking out, a whole bunch of them. Oh crap, I hope I'm not breaking my... a whole bunch of them. Right now we're going to have a look at Prof mod that adds containers. The containers are heavy enough, but they can carry a lot more. You know what? I kind of like the hazy, not distance land. I think it's cool. I had planned on playing my next game with Adol's Library Portable, but just using it as a portable hole to store loot, since that's what it looks like in your inventory, since they're essentially it holds too much, so I created this mod instead. Right, so something less, a little less OP. Hey Nell. Yes, we do have it. We're gonna have to wait for nighttime, and I've already showed this because this is so exciting. And Merlord was saying that his backstab mod is also gonna have a menu. I'm just waiting for the day. This is filled with mods, filled with magic mods. Okay. Let's do that because we don't want to waste time. Of course. Don't crash! Don't crash! Don't crash! Nah, you said Merlord had a look at the script and you haven't had the problem. Can you see? You can see better than I do. But honestly, how am I going to see anything right now? Also, I basically have to check every container. Go away. I got things to explore. There's no urn, right? We're looking for a sack, a small chest, a basket, and a large chest. A small chest. Trapped. I love at your trap. And this one is locked and I have nothing, but it's not gonna be locked. I want various vampire mods to have such menus. Setting them up sucks. It's a small chest in the tomb. Alright. We're gonna be a little more efficient. Oh yeah. Feel my bipolar blade. Sorry, I know I don't need the loot, but it's a reflex. You know? You get the loot. That's how it is. Did I not explore thoroughly behind there? I wish I had my testing mod to give myself, you know, light. And even if I do, even if I was gonna give myself the light or the torch, it's not gonna do anything. Okay. I wish I had Hope's Fire, you know, from last week, that gives that basically functions as a torch. I don't see a chest here. Nor do I see one here. The only chest I saw was that one. But you did say they were tucked away and hidden. Why would you do that to me? Oh, you can. I'm cranking up the gamma so I see what I'm doing. And I don't need to do that anymore. Okay. Ah! Shh. I may have added a collision. I've seen it. I've seen it. And then it was a trap. It's just like, you know, in Indiana Jones, you see the treasure, you take a step and bam, there it is. Small dimensional chest. You ready for this? I'm quick saving just in case. You got buffering as well. I'm not dropping frames though, so we should be good. Pick up the chest. Chest picked up. There it is. So to use it, I need to put it somewhere. I tried equipping it. Okay. I need stuff to put in my chest. Open the chest. That's by far the heaviest thing I have. I'm gonna keep my clothes on though. It's on me. No. And then I pick it up. And then I get out. Is it better now, guys? I wish, and that's probably because I've been... Open the chest. Ta-da! All my stuff is there. Take all. Pick up the chest. But that works brilliantly, Prof. There's no crash. It's brilliant. What was I gonna say? Yes, because I think it's because I've been spoiled with the MWSC containers. I think you just equip them and you open them from your inventory, which is also quite nice. Okay, so that's one mod tested. Then we need to check out. We have the blade. When you pick up the container, it's moved to dot test, and a miscellaneous item that looks like the container is added to your inventory. And when you drop the item, it's deleted and the container is moved to the item's coordinate. Yeah, nice. It works. It works beautifully. And that's yeah. I'm gonna save. Testing, that's what I was doing. I just need to have a quick look also. And Skink, you were asking, so that's good. These are the mods we're looking at. Glow in the dark. So we're gonna go to Balmora at night. Better clothes we've seen. That I've no, this is we can't do it. This is what we've just tested by Prof. Contrabands. I have to get myself some contraband goods. Might have to go to Seidanin for that. No, that's not what I want. We've looked at that. We need to find the stronghold. Well, ruins. We need to train our skills. We'll go to Balmora to see our skill not progress, basically. I don't know if the mod is going to let us pay for training and then have our skills not improve, or if training is just refused. And here, that was the bipolar blade. Yes, we just looked at it and it's pretty cool. Lycanthropy, we're gonna have to try those console command because that's the way the mod is intended to work. And this mod, the bandits. We have to run around and see if we meet bandits. Hopefully we're gonna have bandits between Balmora and Caldera, for example. Okay. Alright, now I have my little to-do list. We know where to go. Let's go. I wanted it to sit in the world like a regular container when you use it. Greatness asks you why you didn't make it accessible from the inventory too, and you actually, because you wanted people to actually put the chairs down. Because the point is, like, of course you could put them at home and have very, very large containers. But most of the time you want to carry them, right? But you know what, the way they are, they work just fine. And that's something to help you without being overly cheaty either. You, that way. It's like it's a bag, it's a heavy bag of holding. I like it. All right. We want a whole lot of gold. It's for training purposes, you see? I am so generous with myself. I'm not invincible anymore, so I better be careful when I jump to not kill myself. All right. Our minor skills, we have Armorer, I believe, what's his face in there?
So, where
Wayne.
are you from?
Will train us in Armorer, okay. Our Armorer skill right now is hidden 20. It was also meant to provide a bit of balance, since accessing the container in the middle of combat would take longer. I agree with that. That's a very fair point to go. I mean, already to go in inventory, it's like, wait a second, need to check my pockets, see if I have a potion there. Okay, training. My Almora just increased to 21. And that goes towards my skill progress. I'm a little confused. The way I understood the mod was that my skill would not improve at all, or that even if they improved, they wouldn't go towards my level, and now clearly they do. It's a main skill. I was hoping to get something else, something that's not. Let's go train in magic. That's gonna be a miscellaneous skill. Player additive gold. You type it like this, but I wouldn't work with it. Oh yes, of course, because you want to have stacks of 100. I see. Yeah, I'm not that greedy, apparently. You think the zeros are really needed? Yeah, the more zeros the better. Okay, let's train some... My mysticism increases. Obviously that doesn't go towards my level, because that's a miscellaneous skill. I'm confused though. And the mod is enabled. Could it be that when I cleaned it, I cleaned away something that's important? Let's go and get the original again. Where was it? Bandit, bipolar. There we go. not clean that, and maybe it's done through GMSDs, I'm not sure. Data file, yes, do replace. I want this mod to work. I want it to work. We can update the headers though. Okay. We try that again. Yes, Skin, clearly the more zeros the better. Obviously. Yeah, slightly different, don't worry about it. So if I wrote place at NPC, I would get 100, you would get stacks of 100. Yeah. And congrats on leveling up. Alright. Let's go back and train in something that is a miscellaneous skill. It increases. The skill increase. The way I understood it is the skills would never increase. Let's check a warrior skill.
Are you wounded? You should find a healer.
I am wounded indeed, it's true. I jumped.
Your wounds don't look
My
too
armor
bad. You should
increases.
find healing regardless.
Yeah. And that goes towards my level up. Okay, either I'm doing something very wrong, or I completely misunderstand what the mod does. As far as I can tell, my miscellaneous skills as well as my minor skills improve and go towards my level. And I even go towards the, you see, willpower. I would have a multiplier training my miscellaneous skills. So I don't know about this one. Why did I want to go to Balmora? Why did I mention Balmora? I want to find some contraband. I am not completely sure, but I'm sure. What is the ID for skooma or moon sugar? No, I don't know the ID. I'm gonna have to look for some. Who's got skooma and moon sugar around here? That's the sort. Wait, too loud. Let's go in. That's the sort of thing that would really need to be in the readme. Do not clean the mod. Clearly, but anyway, that wasn't the problem. Last week we did have a mod that modified GMSTs for armor, and the mod modified how an armor worked. So this one really required something.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Perhaps it only level up by training but not by use. Ah, you're right. So let's find what minor short blade. Let's get ourselves a short blade. Nasty weather we're having. Thank you. Axe. Is that one of my skills? Hopefully it's not. It is. But it's a miscellaneous skill. Brilliant. Okay. Let's get out. Let's find something to hit. And when I say that, I'm saying it because I'm fearless. Too loud. Ah. There. Now there's a sort of soothing rain. Ah, bummer. Sorry, what I need to do is open that and I don't know how I did it. Thank you. The chat didn't scroll down. There we go. Training increases them but not using them. You're right. That's me. I misread that. So let's go hit things. It might have to be Let's go hit things that will actually give us skooma and moon sugar. Because we also want to try that.
I'm listening.
You have something to say to me?
Ah, the joy of walking in the water and not being soaked and freezing. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't play without Frostwind again, but it's nice to dip a toe in the water and not be freezing to death. I like that. Gosh, you're slow. Come on. Alright, lady.
You Enwa! Ah! This is the end of you, Swit!
Good. It's gonna take a while to increase my skill, I'm afraid. It's no, I took axe because it's a minor skill. But I'm killing them too fast. I don't think I'm ever going to... Just stay put, will ya? Also... Be strong, lady, you can do this. And meanwhile, I think I can sip my cappuccino. It's gonna take forever! Does the Frostwind check status every hour or so? No. You can set it up to check every to get the message every few minutes. I want to do quick light attacks, but honestly that means nothing with a heavy axe. Okay, no, I'm not. Let's find a short blade. Or, no, blunt is a skill. I think even if my chances to hit with a short blade, I'm not gonna find one, are less. Wait, buddy, you have a dagger. Yes. Because my short blade is, my skill is lower, it should increase faster. That's the idea. Where are you? Short blade, 5. Let's do this. Come on, lady.
You will suffer greatly. I have you.
You can set it to... Yes, that's the message. You can... Yeah. Come on, level up. You can do it.
You will suffer greatly. Surrender your life to me and I will end your pain.
Yeah. My pain is that I can't improve my short blade skill by use.
There is no escape.
Once we successfully level up, or... Oh, but I'm stupid. I think this is it. I think the skill is meant to not ever go more than 1%. This is it. I'm fairly certain. That's why, I think. Because even if we hit at skill level 5, every hit should give us at least a 1%. Give me another hit. There we go. And it gives me nothing, so it blocks the progress of the skills at 1% of the level. I like that mod. And the fact that you can still train, you know. No, I think it's good. I think that's the way the mod works. Progression stops at 1%. That's why with my axe it did exactly the same thing. stopped at 1%. Whereas if I switch back to my amazing bipolar blade, I should check 21. And another hit, 28. That's it. Okay, good. I'm so glad this mod works. Good. No training. Actually, no, you don't learn by doing, but you can pay someone to teach you. That way you can still, I don't know, train your mysticism to be good enough to cast intervention and not die. Just an example. Now we're gonna go leave. Thank you, lady. And you should be happy. I've given you 1,000 hit points. You will live a long, sad life in here. Let's run around looking for a bandit. Usually, I always get a bandit around here. But yeah, it's gonna be a matter of chance. Stronghold ruins. Are there some close to Marandus? There's a spawn point here. It could be a rat. It could be a scrib. Could be a bandit. It's a bandit! Lucky! It's a bandit with a new iron armor. Check it out. So that's a modified armor from Melchior's iron armor. I like the extra bits of clothing. I think it makes sense for armor. There's the whole set. Oof, my poor arms. See that? They're sort of detached. Try the bandit mod out today. It's great. I might get sick of all the bandits after a while. I think it's really good if you are not running MCA, if you are not running Starfire's NPCs. Wait, you're what? Do I marry? There we go. I only want the custom one. Hello. Cabbage farts. I didn't know cabbage farted, but welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Alright, let's check it out. I like it. I wish it wasn't so constricting. I know that if iron and steel armor actually had the shape, you know, for a woman's body, it would most likely be deadly for them. So I know that it's not realistic to ask for armor that, you know, fits the female body, but still, this is a game, and I like it to be I like my armor to be a little more feminine than that, even though it makes no sense. Bandits, I think, is a really good mod if you are not running MCA or Starfire's NPC that adds a few hostile NPCs here and there. Then it's a nice vanilla-friendly, light version to have a bit of a variety in your game. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. We went to the cave to get the skooma and the moon sugar. But I was so keen on leaving the lady. Yeah, I think all temperature changes are synced to game hour. So if you change the speed game hour progress, it will slow down everything. You messed up the timescale with none before testing. Wait a second, I messed up the timescale as well. It is using random lists like the host tiles. Yes, it's through level lists. I mean, we can have a look. We can see how it's made. Yes, you have the desktop. Good. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look under the hood, as it were. Not Morrowind, but Morrowind test. Thank you. Data files. And it's Vardenfell Bandits. So leveled items, we have level list for the armor, but then again it only uses vanilla armor with the exception of that different bone mold helm. There's 2 different models for the bone mold helm and the whole set of Dumner iron armor. Apart from that, the level lists here, these are created for the mod. Yes. And then that's leveled item. That's all the different types of bandits that have been created. Where are the level list for item leveled? Creature leveled. There we go. See, it modifies the vanilla lists. So it doesn't create extra spawn points like MCA does. Hey, Night is Lair. Hello. Modding going nice and smooth. So yeah, we're looking at the mods and there's a couple of them that I think I would like to add really. Pretty good haul of mods this week really. So only vanilla. Yes, exactly. The iron armor. That's what it says. It does credit Melchior. It says that it's Melchior's Dark's iron armor, and then he modified it a little more. I don't know the extent of the modification, but it's been modified a little more. So vanilla. That answers the question. Let's hop back in the game. We still need to pick up our skooma and moon sugar, and then we find the stronghold ruin. Oh, there's one thing I didn't do. But do I even own a potion of some kind? Yes. Might have to move. See that? Not me invisible, but the icon. There we go. Oof. Ooh, my hair. Oh no, I'm growing bald. I'm too young to grow bald. No wonder I have that angry look on my face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the module for control consumption, vanilla NPCs. Oblivion. I'm gonna have to get a few more potions, but we'll test it. Potion, booze, it's all the same. Bottles of water. Oh yeah, feel like singing in the rain. I won't sing, I promise. Alright, lady. I'm oh crap, I'm not immortal anymore.
There is no escape.
No. Oh crap, she still has 100 hit points, 1000 hit points, let's just ignore here. The icon is I did move. I mean, I could tweak it some more, but it's right next, it's there. That's where it appears. I know it's a little bit hidden, but trust me, it's there. Let me get my moon sugar. Yum yum yum, moon sugar. And no, really, I want skooma now. And skooma. Okay, brilliant. Let's go to Balmora, because Balmora is the center of the world. There's no denying it. I mean, Vivek can be a god and all that, but I like my Vivek blade. First up, we're gonna try and sell our moon sugar and skooma to the Thieves Guild, who should now accept it. I don't have any ebony. Hello, Sotild. I want to barter. Finally you see reason. She agrees to barter with me. Good. can have just a few. There we go. So that works. The stream's been live for 1 hour and 42 minutes. Well, it's a short stream on Tuesday, just long enough to have a look at the mods. We are going to go and talk to our good friend Ajira. I mean, she's a Khajiit, she's always accepted, so I guess there's really no point. There are ruin building on the peninsula south of Ald-Velothi. That's where I found my companion, right? But I don't know, I see some close to Marandus as well. Let's just get out of there. Oh, gosh, I'm so slow. And the weather is horrible. Maybe I just imagine them. No. And I hesitated there. I was like, I'd like to get a better view. No, maybe it was just in my head. I start streaming at 9 on Tuesdays. Yes, it's quite a good time for me. I have time to get up, see how they love to work, at least for the summer, and then stream and enjoy my coffee before working myself. Okay, all right. Clearly, how do I set my speed to 100? Player set speed, that sounds right. No. Oh, because I put Sir speed, maybe that's just that. Yes, I did it. Okay, at least something. Not that I feel a lot faster, but yeah, a little bit. Alright, if there's truly none around here, let's go to Ald-Velothi. Sorry, down you go everyone, okay. Set athletics as well, fair point. Player set athletics 100. Whee! Should put acrobatics as well so I can jump like an idiot. That's where the Daedric ruin. I believe it's south, right? Somewhere not too far from from Onion's cheese house. Yeah, it was somewhere that we rescued our winged friend, and it was really quite difficult as well. No, little rat, ignore me. We have actual Dwemer ruins here. That's not really what we want. We're gonna cross the bridge though. What's wrong with cheese gobblers? I'm a cheese gobbler. That's that's the Dwemer ruin. I got a feeling I should have gone down to find that Dwemer stronghold ruin. Is that
You will die.
I think that's a bandit. Ah, look at us. Lucky enough to meet another bandit with a special helmet as well. Good, good. And now we almost have the full set. Hello, Gripples. Nice to see you here. How's your day going? Day, evening, night, I'm not sure. Okay, we want to find those ruins. Kind of wish I had distant land right now. Cheese is fine, being obsessed not. Oh, right there. Brilliant. Let's cheat our way through so we can go check out those textures. And once we've done that, all that we need to do is go back to a city at night and see the windows glow. Morning here, and you're doing alright. That's excellent news. That's exactly where we rescued our friend. Okay, here we are. So these are the retextures. Obviously, they really stand out. We have Morrowind watercolored on the one hand, that makes it all blurry and artsy. And then we have those 2K textures. But they're fine. In fact, I think they're not all that different from the Stronghold retexture that Articus made as well. So the two of them together, obviously, are going to work just fine. Okay, so we have it. Let's go to Caldera. Let's go to Caldera and let's wait. Look at them glow. Oh, even this one. Oh, that's lovely. I don't... maybe I never noticed, but you can tell me, guys. You usually are more... You know, you see the details a lot better than I do. But I don't think I've ever seen window glow on those. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I like that. It's missing the doors. That's the one thing I do love, the windows mod that adds glow to the window and under the doors. So I'll have to remember to PM Melchior and say, Melchior, your mod is great, but please, we want more. Yeah, the glow under the doors. That's what I'm missing because I've gotten used to that. Let's have a quick look at. I was gonna say Aldrin for, you know, a change, but if we have a storm, we're not gonna see anything. I think window glow actually replaces the that's why I've never saw them. Okay. Balmora. So we can see the different type of architecture, the different types of windows. We've seen Common and Nord. There we have. Yeah. They are indeed glowing. It does exactly what it says on the tin. They are glowing. They're just not illuminated. They are glowing. Yeah, nice. Combined with vibrant Morrowind, the rainbow glass window appears on the house in Sadanin. Yeah? What do we have in Sadanin? Shacks. Shacks don't have windows. Tony Hall, hello, hello. Balmora windows we've seen, and Stronghold ruins we have seen as well. There you go. Hello, sky. This is the vanilla sky, and I still find it pretty, honestly. But we have pretty much tested everything we had on our list today. Can't get enough of that. More mods, more magic mods. Okay, so if we sum up, glow in the dark, hands down, yes please, want. En plus, on top of that, why did I say en plus? I don't know, forgive the French just bursting out. It happens. On top of that, it's plugin-less, and you know, brilliant. And if you don't want the mod, you just remove it from your data files. This is Morrowind test. On top of that, if you decide that you don't want it afterwards, all you have to do is delete it. I don't know which one it is, so for the Windows. Either way, you just need to delete the mod. There. So, brilliant. One thing I would say, those LUR mods are brilliant. It's quite easy. I mean, there's not too many of them right now, but it's quite easy to lose track of the ones you have installed or uninstalled. So ideally, in a more or less distant future, they will all have their menu in game, so you can see which ones you have. And I would add, I'm so demanding, like I can't do any of those. I'm absolutely unable to do that. And yet here I am saying, oh, I'd like that, I'd like that, I'd like that. It would be really nice if the menu in game, you could also disable the mod. Rather than say choose between the options, there was something to disable the mod. Just saying, you know, just asking for, I don't even know if it's asking for the impossible, but I'm just saying that'd be nice, or even nicer, even more amazing. So this one, hands down, go for it. Better clothes watercolored. We did have a look, and indeed, if you like Peterbit's Morrowind watercolored, then it makes sense to have the clothing that has the same look. Simple. So if you like that, you'll probably want that, so that it's all very coherent. We didn't test this one because we don't have Morrowind Tamriel rebuilt. Dimensional containers worked beautifully. Personally, I really like the fact that they are hidden somewhere. I would say, I would love to have hints from NPCs that would say, hey, I was in that tomb and I saw that container, but it was too heavy for me. It's a shame, it looked really interesting, or something along those lines. Because 4 items put somewhere in Vardenfell, that's not a needle in a haystack, that's a microscopic needle in a gigantic haystack. So it would be lovely if NPCs actually gave you clues, at least about the region, possibly even about the actual, like saying a tomb in the Bitter Coast. Just that. And even that, it's still not, I don't think it would ruin the game. I don't think it would be a cheat. But the way it is, I really like them though. Nice. Contraband, this one is definitely going to my mod list because it makes sense that the Thieves Guild would buy illegal things. Everyone is still burnt out from May. I mean, yes. Considering that there's still sort of an event going on for mods, there's not that many mods. I mean, not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About a dozen mod every week. It's not bad for an old game. It's actually really good. So this one, recommended definitely. The Morrowind checklist I can show you again. That's what it says. It's a checklist with the faction, if any, the name of the quest, the area the quest is done, where you start the quest, and even the NPC that gives you the quest, if that's relevant. It tells you about the prerequisites. I would add here, because, you know, how many times I tried to do the quest and I just couldn't. I was going back and forth and I was saying, come on, give me the quest. I would put rumors in Balmora. Oh no, it's here. See? Shut up me. I was looking at the wrong line. So if you're looking for a particular quest, you could look it up there. Find out where it starts. That's the texture we had a look at, and it's really quite nice. Let me show you real quick. Articus. As I was saying, Articus did an awful lot. Textures, models. I didn't know that one. That's the one we just looked at. We did look at this one. The bush is really, really pretty, but it's bigger than the original tiny Morrowind potted plant. So there might be some clipping, but it's really pretty. And let me find... No. I thought there was a stronghold texture as well. So maybe it was someone else's, but it was quite nice. It's a newer one, so they tend to be at the bottom of the list. There we go. Ah, that's the one. It's Beyonder. And that's a 40k. Yes, it looked good, but 40k? I don't want to do that to my game. But the texture did look good. And I still think that the two would go quite nicely together. No miscellaneous, no minor skill progression. That's one I'm also going to adopt. As we've tested, the way it works is it blocks the progression of your skill at 1%. So you can never improve your skill or progress towards the next level of your skill beyond 1%. However, you can still pay money to be trained. So that's pretty cool. And Grandmaster of Flowers has got a few mods, 2 mods this week. The second one being more challenging encumbrance for people who really want to make their game even more... Vampire eyes, no. Even more challenging. We tried the bipolar blade. The only thing that we did was look at the... There we go. Look at the dark one and the golden one and then the forged one, but the mod also has a quest that we didn't do. So it's not just giving you an item, it's giving you a quest. And by the same author, there is a mod that makes the enchantment actually useful, actually interesting. I'm a little curious about the enchantment though, because looking at the blade, I like it. I like it and I want to try it. Next. I believe that's the one. I don't know if the description will give us the details. The enchantment is not only entirely, but it doesn't show what the enchantment is, so something to check out. Oh crap! I'm sorry, I didn't test the lycanthropy revive. Yes, you did miss it, no, but I can sum it up for you. It was, oh wow, love it, followed by I wish there was a glow under the doors as well, but it worked beautifully. I mean, what's the time? I still have a bit of time. I can easily quickly jump back in the game and have a look, and we'll try the lycanthropy thingy. I'll be honest, I'm not super hyped about that lycanthropy revive mode because, as Kat said, it's very rough around the edges. Balmora. We did have a look at Caldera by night and Balmora by night. I need to not kill myself. I am not a god anymore. Easy. Control jumps. Just like that. I can do, you know. There, so nicely glowing. Nothing to say. Oh no, I did have a request, even more request. The mod config, obviously, love it. Could it be possible to have the option between the modules and no module? So basically, would it be possible to enable or disable the mod in-game? Just asking. Might not be possible, but throwing the idea out there. Because he who never asks never gets anything. That's a terrible proverb. Let's go to Caldera. Where I was totally blown out by the light showing behind the shutters, and these are also glowing nicely. So really nothing to say. Brilliant. Brilliant. Would love, when possible, to be able to enable or disable features. I'm not sure it's possible with the engine.
Your turn to talk.
You tell me.
Ours to listen.
Alright, let's try the lycanthropy. It was start script, where check script. Let's do that. I still think that for the lycanthropy revived mod, they really should at least put an item inside an inn that activates the script. Not everybody wants to go in the console and then, you know, starting the script like that. If you make a tiny mistake, okay, I may have started the script, I guess. I don't know what that did. I'm not sure that I'm infected with anything. Who knows? I was supposed to give myself a spell as well, and I forgot which one. I think the interior window glowing during the day too, but it's harder to see because the Let's have a look. Well, it's not yellow. So I would say no. No, it's I'd say no. Unless you're referring to another mod. I need to inside with the sun shining in. Oh, right. Really? Let's go and check it out. In which case I'm doubly... I can't tell if it's the window glowing or the light. Oh! Ta-da! This is so very exciting! More windows! I want more windows! At night it doesn't shine. That's brilliant. I didn't even realize that. Oh. Okay. It's even better than I thought it was. I would love the glow under my doors as well. But that's just me being very, very demanding. Lycanthropy, I needed a spell. Yeah, and because I'm not in windowed Morrowind, I can't really... Okay. Yes, lycanthropy, I think it's all very messy. Werewolf blood is the spell. Okay, fine, let's do that. Werewolf blood. Thanks, Prof, I would have totally missed that out. Then again, it's my fault. I didn't look at the readme because I had installed it earlier on from the Discord. And the readme didn't say anything about really what it did, apart from window glow. Okay, that's me. Let's try that again. Start script. Werewolf check script, I believe, without... I didn't make a mistake. Oh, sorry, just where script. Glow on the doors would be so comfy, but there's already a mod that does that. If you, I believe it's still in the step guide. If you have a look on the Morrowind step guide, there is a mod called Wind Doors, and it does that. That's why I even think of asking for it. It's because I've seen it. Werewolf blood, right? I think. Okay. So now I have made myself a werewolf via the console. Well, that's all I've done. There's been a few fixes pushed since the original version of Discord. Clearly there's the file, like even the content of the file was different. I'm just going to get out of town because I think I might be turning into a werewolf and I don't want to be a pariah again. No, no more being a pariah. Is that far enough, you think? We'll see. So what lycanthropy revive does, you feel strange, stronger, better, faster. You can feel the wolf within you. Sorry, what it does is once you've been once you've been cured of No, where's the moon? Look at the moon. There's no moon. Once you've been cured of lycanthropy, you can be infected again. I believe that's all that the mod does. And I'm not super interested in starting script with the consoles and adding spells and removing objects like that. We can do effects like shafts and underdoor effects. We can attach arbitrary model now, which Greatness 7 is using to make a weapon sheathing mod. Okay, can't wait to try it all. Merlord, if you're still here, can't wait to try your backstabbing mod. That sounds very exciting. Okay. So, good batch this week. Yeah. And Bandits, like it very much, especially if I don't have MCA or Starfire's NPC edition. Or the hostiles. Personally, I won't play with the hostiles again because it became tedious. At the beginning, they were nice and challenging, and I really enjoyed that. But then they were just annoying, and they had robes and they're not better bodies, so I couldn't even wear them. So all kinds of very shallow reason why I don't want the mod. Otherwise, it's a great one. Let me see if we have anyone. No, that's not it. Anyone we know that is streaming something? No, it's a very quiet morning. Very quiet morning indeed. Oh well, we will not be raiding anyone. We'll not be hosting anyone either. But I thank you very much for joining me. I am not going to mod myself today because I have a date with Aurel. We're gonna have lunch. We're gonna have lunch on the Queen's Lawn and the gardens of Imperial College. I know, fancy stuff, which is why I put a dress on. You thought I dressed up for you? Nah. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you next week. We'll be looking at more mods, hopefully more exciting mods. Thank you very much to all the modders because, you know, Morrowind wouldn't be that much fun without them. I see you maybe the hostile, everyone ends up with Hearthwell and the child. Yes, there were two. That was the other thing with the hostile king. Yes, the loot was always a septim, a couple of potions, an enchanted weapon, a robe, and a diamond or a gemstone, which was a bit repetitive. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Let me just do that and that. See you very soon. Maybe this weekend for some Morrowind. Who knows? Bye.